Hey guys, Ewan here with the Old School Labs. So I want to start this video by saying that a bodybuilding legend sadly passed away yesterday. Ric Drasin sadly passed. Rest in peace. Ric was the artist behind the Gold's Gym logo. He was a part of the Golden Era crew and trained with Arnold and those guys. He was actually an ambassador of Old School Labs, so to me, he was a teammate in that sense. To those of you who didn't know about him, Ric was a really old school guy, really passionate about bodybuilding and all that lifestyle. He lived it fully until he passed at 76. Ric was entertaining, funny, and just a great guy. This is a huge loss for the bodybuilding community. I didn't have the honor of meeting him before he passed, and I was hoping to, but I felt like I knew him from his YouTube videos. I recommend that you guys check out his channel, Ric's Corner, if you haven't already. He had great interviews with so many bodybuilders. Ric made so many videos and made a real impact on bodybuilding. So Ric will never be forgotten. My thoughts and prayers go out to his family and friends and all those who knew him. Alright guys, so let's start with today's video, today's episode. We have some bodybuilding news. So Mr. Olympia is approaching and things are actually starting to warm up nicely. We have a lot of updates for this video. We're gonna begin with this one though. You know that Mr. Olympia is approaching when Dexter Jackson is starting his prep. Now, of course, he is kind of bodybuilder that lives the lifestyle all the time. I mean, he's not just not training or not eating properly throughout his off season. He always does that. But there is a time, a few months before the Mr. Olympia, when he goes to LA and he only trains. He has like a boot camp. It's similar to the Oxygen Gym, for example. That's the same effect. Bodybuilders go to the Oxygen Gym to Kuwait because they have no distractions. No family, no friends, just training and eating and progressing and getting ready. And this is what Dexter is doing. These guys, I mean, this is elite level of bodybuilding, the highest level of bodybuilding. So these guys can use any aspect that you can think of. And solitude is definitely one of the important ones. And you can already see him training hard, getting those legs full. And of course, I mean, there is no doubt of him cracking the top 6 at the Mr. Olympia. Age? What is that? It's non-factor for Dexter. Who cares how old he is? Based on the photos and the videos, he seems to be looking pretty round, big and full in a t-shirt. And that's a good sign. He kept the fullness and now he's gonna make some real progress. And we'll see him at Mr. Olympia. In my prediction, top 6 pretty much guaranteed. Yes, last year Dexter was 4th, and this year he's not gonna be 6th because he lost something because of his age. No, he's gonna be 6th because the lineup is so much deeper this time around. And this is Brandon Curry with his update. So he is in Kuwait as well, apparently, and he's training. And I'm sure he's training super hard because now he needs to. He needs to dig deep because he has Phil Heath coming back. He has Flex Lewis making a transfer from 212. That's a dangerous competitor. And we have some news on him as well. Possibly Shawn Road too. Who knows what kind of shape will Big Ramy and Rolly Winkler bring? Will Bonek improve? I mean, this is gonna be seriously deep lineup, guys. This is gonna be amazing. And Brandon is over here training. Brandon, man, push hard, dig deep. You're gonna have to give it all you have, every single ounce of energy. If you don't give 100%, somebody's gonna edge you out. So you need to give it all you got this time around, all you got. And I'm actually looking forward to seeing how much can Brandon actually progress when he's under so much pressure. So maybe this year, guys, we're gonna witness a creation of a diamond, in a sense. Under all that pressure, maybe Brandon transforms his physique and becomes one of the greatest of all time. How about that? Shawn Road, and I think Shawn Road is a better Mr. Olympia than Brandon Curry, if you take a look at their physiques when they won the Mr. Olympias. But I think Brandon actually has more potential to achieve greatness than Shawn. I think Shawn pretty much maxed out, while Brandon, I think, still has some room to progress, to get better. Anyways, Shawn is right here training hard, doing some crazy drop sets with a lot of weight, which means he's prepping for something. He's competing. Yeah, I know. I said it with so much certainty, but that's only because I really want to see him back on stage. It's not certain. Not the fact that he's training, that doesn't mean that he's going to be competing, but he's training with a purpose. Apparently, it seems like it. And I hope they're going to let him compete. I hope he will resolve that problem that he had, but even if he doesn't, I would let him compete. Why not? And take a look at his physique. I mean, this is something that can definitely challenge not only Brandon Curry, but can beat Phil Heath again. Yeah, it was enough 2018. Why not this year too? I think this is your best bodybuilder in the world right now. And they don't want to let him compete. I mean, yeah, I know, it's a tricky situation, but it's just very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Probably the best bodybuilder right now in the world can't compete at the Mr. Olympia. And he's in the US as well. The other guys, there was a talk that it's going to be tough for them to travel to get across the border, but apparently IFBB Pro League figured it out. So they posted this. They said important announcement. All international IFBB Pro League athletes that are competing in the 2020 Olympia this year, please contact our office. We have figured out how to make travel possible to the United States this year for the Olympia. We will give you all the details once you contact us. Thank you. So they figured it out. I don't know how, I don't know what's the way, but apparently we're gonna see all the international bodybuilders in the US at the Mr. Olympia stage. And this is really good news, guys. So many great bodybuilders are not from the US. Probably most of them. Really. So if that didn't happen, who would we watch? We would watch Phil Heath, Brandon Curry, and Flex Lewis, who resides over there. And that would be our top three. I mean, Dexter Jackson as well. We wouldn't see Big Ramy, we wouldn't see William Bonac, Rolly Winkler. So many great guys, so many great bodybuilders. I mean, out of top 6, top 10 also, that would be really, really bad. Such a shame, but they figured it out. How? I don't know. They'll probably let us know soon. Maybe, maybe not. Anyways, it's happening. It really seems like we're gonna have a full Mr. Olympia lineup, and it is amazing. And here's a physique update. I mean, a training update, but you can see the arms of Flex Lewis, who looks absolutely enormous, and his body fat looks low. And everything just looks the way it should in order for him to come and actually do well. Do well. What do I mean by do well? I think top 6 is a big success for him as well. But it's too easy, I think. I think it's pretty safe to say that he's going to take one of the top 3 spots maybe. I mean, it could go either way. Depends who comes sharper, who comes in better peak, you know. But it's a possibility. I can see that happen. Anyways, he looks good. He looks awesome. Can't wait to see him on that stage in December. Not very soon, but yeah, relatively soon. December. Since we are about 1 week out of New York Pro, we have a physique update of Patrick Moore, who made a wise decision not competing at Tampa in a subpar shape. And he brought it. Look at the back. So meaty, so dry. It's amazing. He looks really good. I mean, this is just a mirror, a selfie, you know, bathroom selfie. So you can't really make this kind of a judgment. But actually, you can. I mean, it's usually it's pretty correct, pretty accurate. Because how much can you really hide under this kind of light? You can see that somebody is in shape or they're not. And you can see that he made some back gains, actually. I don't know if this is just the angle and the lighting, but his back didn't look this impressive last year. Not in the mirror, gym selfies or bathroom selfies. This is looking really thick. Slabs on top of slabs. I love it. To be honest, I'm not really sure who else is competing. I know about a few guys. I know about Hassan Mustafa. This photo is 2 weeks out of New York Pro. Right now, we are about 6 days out of New York Pro, 5-6 days. So of course he got sharper since this point, and this is the guy that can take Patrick Moore out. Completely different kind of physique. Patrick is aesthetic. He has small waist, he has good symmetry and stuff like that. But Hassan is a beast. He is a freak. He's a mass monster. And you guys know how this usually results in open bodybuilding. I mean, if the bald guys bring shape quite a bit, the bigger guys will win. The bigger guys always win. And in this case, that's Hassan Mustafa. He's bigger. He's freakier. He doesn't have prettier structure, but he's much bigger. I mean, at least he seems that way. So we'll see what happens in 1 week or less. And in my prediction, I mean, yeah, I know, Patrick, he's a proven bodybuilder. He took the top 10 at a Mr. Olympia. Hassan, I don't think he ever won a pro show, but he was in that top 5 mix. I'm not sure about his best placement, but maybe he made some progress. It's gonna be tricky for him to beat Patrick, because Patrick is a good bodybuilder, but you know, as I said before, mass usually wins the shows if both competitors bring the conditioning. So, I mean, let's wait and see how conditioned will both of these guys be. Ian Walier, with his physique update or ab check, form check, however you want to call it, proving to us that he is lean, that he's pretty much show ready. And a New York Pro is right around the corner. But I've seen a couple of Fuad Abiad podcasts, and it seems like Ian is not going to compete again. He failed at Tampa badly. He didn't do as he planned. For some reason, he didn't peak properly at all. But now he's showing to us, like, I'm ready for New York Pro. I just don't know if I'm going to do it. Or actually, I do know, but you don't know. But he is ready, apparently. And I would love to see him do it. And come not flat, you know, just peak properly. And win the show. Yeah, I think he can beat Patrick and Hassan. We have some youngsters to mention. We have a physique update of Regan Grimes, who looks fresh as usual, looking pretty aesthetic. The stomach, the abdominals are looking good, the quads are good, everything is just there. Not some kind of crazy transformation from the last time, but he didn't digress. He probably made some progress, and I'm sure when he gets really lean, we're gonna see what he actually worked on, and I'm sure he's gonna do great, whichever show he does. And I think his show is not going to be anytime soon. Maybe in like 5, 6, 7 weeks from now. But I do know about this guy. He's competing in 7 weeks exactly. And he looks absolutely outstanding. Take a look at this. Pretty good conditioning, right? Keon Pearson. Pretty good fullness and conditioning for 7 weeks out. Can't wait to see what he does. Yeah, guys, another thing. I competed. Your boy competed yesterday. And I took 2nd place at this show. The category was Game Classic. It's a division in IFBB, not MPC. As you can see right here, this guy on the left beat me. The reason why he beat me, in my opinion, is because he was a little bit sharper from the back, especially through the glutes and the hamstrings. But overall, I think I had prettier shape, but I know that that's not how the judging works. It's not about aesthetics. The sharper conditioning wins, so that's what happened. I took silver medal. It was more of a warm-up show for me, true to be said, and I actually got qualified for Balkan Championships, which is something I'm super excited about. I get to represent my country on these Balkan Championships, and I hope to bring home a golden trophy, a golden medal and a trophy, and I think I can do it. I really think I can do it. I just need to tighten up the form a little bit more in these next 6 days. And yeah, it's gonna be better package for sure. Stay tuned if you want to see what happened, but if you want to, you know, see it firsthand, follow me on Instagram, even bodybuilding_. And lastly, for this video, we have Arnold Schwarzenegger at 73 years old doing some Arnold style T-bar rows with a lot of stretch. And these are probably not 45-pound plates. I don't know how heavy they are, but they do look heavy, heavier than they are, most certainly. And that's Arnold. He's still training. He still stays in shape as much as he can for 73 years old. Amazing, Arnold. Anyways, guys, that's gonna do it for this video. Please like it if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more, and all the best, guys. Keep it old school.